I'm Andrea Norris, the Director of the Center for Information Technology and the NIH Chief Information Officer. I'd like to thank you for taking part in the 2020 NIH Directors Award Ceremony. Despite our physical distance this year, we're so pleased to virtually celebrate the achievements of staff who have worked on projects at CIT and across NIH. Your hard work and support of the NIH mission helps enable our life-saving research and critical business operations. Your commitment is something we should all be proud of. I know I am. So without further ado, I will now announce this year's NIH Directors Award recipients for CIT projects and NIH activities. So for the first award, I am pleased to recognize Dr. Andreas Baxevanis, who I know as Andy, for his extraordinary leadership and scientific vision and overseeing efforts to align almost 40 CIT researchers into intramural research programs across the IC. I'd like to personally thank Andy for his incredible contributions to NIH in technology-enabled research for our broad NIH, all of our institutes and centers, and in particular for the intramural research programs at those institutes and centers. Andy's been a long-time partner in many initiatives to really accelerate and expand technology-enabled science and research at the NIH, from planning and delivering the modernization of NIH's BioWolf, its supercomputing, high-performance computing cluster that is widely used by intramural researchers across the NIH each and every day, including to conduct significant COVID research during this pandemic. He leads the NIH High Performance Computing Working Group, and he has served as the acting scientific director for CIT as we have transitioned some of our researchers out into intramural IC programs that they have been most closely aligned, and to help stand up our new Office of Scientific Computing. Thank you, Andy, and congratulations. For the second award, I'm happy to recognize the efforts of many individuals across NIH who have provided such exceptional and sustained performance in support, coordination, and participation in the GAO's information security audit here at NIH. This audit began in February of 2019 and is still ongoing, and was an extraordinary undertaking that NIH staff from across the organization completed, all while doing their day-to-day work. We submitted thousands of pieces of documentation, spent more than 75 hours of working sessions, just in the sessions, not the planning time alone, of dozens and dozens of staff people across these teams to both provide information, work with GAO to understand and respond to their questions, and to develop action plans to address areas that needed attention. The team included representatives from 5 separate institutes and centers, including CIT, the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, the National Library of Medicine, and many teams from the Office of the Director. From the Center for Information Technology, I'd like to recognize Anthony Trang, Chantel Stewart, James Matala, Jeffrey Erickson, Jyoti Dugar, Paul Hambright, Robert Morse, Robert Thompson, Stacy Album, and Stephen Bailey. Thank you. From the National Library of Medicine, I'd like to recognize Donning Kung, Ivor D'Souza, Peltakian, Michael Wayne Simpson, Ola Alfo-Lajou. Thank you. And from the Clinical Center, John Kosher. Thank you. From the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, I'd like to recognize Arna Fleischer, Christopher Evans, Aaron Arms, Ken Grossman, Matt Eisenberg, Michael Shannon, Michael Tartatovsky, Sarah Selgrade, and Stephen Burke. Thank you so much. And last, from the Office of the Director, many teams, I'd like to recognize Alex Sala, Elena Tretiak, Simcoe, Andrew Hastings, Brian Meseritsky, Carlos Sanchez, Catherine Milano, Charlotte Hayes, Christopher Stanger, David Olson, Don Goucher, Don Zebarth, Dean Jelinas, Dennis Granada-Lobo, Denny Bermudez, Dmitry Kokoylov, Fortunat Nuasu, Ina Faison, Jacqueline Wilson, James Seach, Jeffrey Weiner, Jennifer Fries, John Conlon, Christy Schmidt, Meredith Stein, Mihaly Yelovich, Renee Morgan, Rauman Tachman, Ronald Frost, Ruzba Safari Ashtiani, Ryan Harvey, Sarah Maddox, Scott Muger, Sean Ratliff, Stacy Charland, Timothy Watkins, Zanming Chow, Bill Cullen, and William Higdon. Thank you, and thank you to everyone for your hard work and incredible contributions to supporting the GAO audit of NIH's IT cybersecurity efforts. Lastly, I would like to acknowledge 3 CIT staff members who were recognized by other NIH institutes and centers for their contributions. Darren Schneider, who worked with the National Institute on Aging on their System for Aging Grants Execution Implementation Team. Matthew McCullough, who worked with the National Institute of Biomedical Imaging and Bioengineering on the Spark Portal Development Team. Wendell Jordan Brangman, who worked on the NIH Anti-Harassment Training Committee for the Office of the Director. Once again, I would like to thank you for your contributions to the NIH mission. Now more than ever, what you do matters. Your ongoing commitment to NIH's research efforts help ensure that we are always well prepared to meet the many challenges that come our way. I'd also like to encourage you to watch the other videos on the NIH Directors Awards website to see the amazing work your colleagues are doing at NIH each and every day. Again, my heartfelt congratulations to all of the awards recipients, and thank you for the great work that you do. Thank you.